So wait, so you're superstitious also around Josh.
Yes. So I'm like, we're being okay. I'm going to be there this week. Oh, man, we'll lose that game. He's going somewhere else.
Hello and welcome to Group Chat. I'm your host, Bentley, and today I'm excited to welcome, I can't even tell you how excited I am for this lineup. Abigail Lee, owner and creator of the fashion brand By Abigail Lee, specializing in Buffalo apparel. Dima Maddah, senior manager of marketing at New Era Cap, and she was involved in that Josh Allen campaign that you've been seeing, the Billustration campaign you've been seeing so much about, and Chef Darian Bryan, owner of Bratts Hill and the Plating Society, private chef for the Bills, and has been featured on the Food Network and various other things. So we will be talking all about this. First, we're kicking off with the Bills home opener because you know that people wait all year for this. And we'll talk about all the game day rituals that make it so much fun. With this being the final season at Highmark, we're talking traditions, memories, and what might carry into the new stadium. We'll also dive into Bills pop culture, commercials, media shout outs, and of course, tailgate culture and food. So yes, in general, the tailgates. So first, as we get to know each other a little bit, what are you all talking about in your group chats? What's taking over your group chats right now? Abigail's got a look on her face.
Well, I remember last time we were talking about this. I have very few group chats because I really don't have any time to text anybody.
Yeah.
I have just a woman-owned business group chat I'm in. And then, I am in a fantasy football group chat, but I'm not able to participate this year because last year at 8 p.m. when you had to get your picks in on Thursday, I forgot. I'm worried about so many other things. So
You're a little busy.
everyone's talking about their drafts and stuff, and I'm like, I really want to be a part of this year, but it's okay. We're gonna maybe next year. So those are what's going on in my fantasy football, the drafting, all that stuff.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's understandable. You're pretty busy.
Yeah.
What about you, Dima?
Yeah, my group has honestly a lot of it right now is food, truthfully. Like I'm also a collaborator with Buffalo Eats. We're just always talking about food, if not music, then food, new restaurants in the city, out of the city. And then I have another group chat that's just a close-knit group of friends. And the group chat name keeps changing to discussions of different foods. First it was pizza. Now it's ham. It's just yams now, truly. So just talking about food, especially with the upcoming season and tailgating, it's just going to keep getting more and more.
Chef Darian, how about
Food.
you?
Well, we got a special event. We got a host at the stadium. So we're in a group with all these people, like staff-wise, to see like what we need and set up, break down, and just execution. That's about it. That's what in my group chat right now.
Yeah.
Or we're going to pull this off to the best level, you know?
I can't wait to talk about that because these setups are so intriguing to me and, outdoor cooking in general when you don't have your kitchen.
Plus, we hire professionals to come in and set up these things. I just have to walk in and just do what I do. So I don't have to be breaking my back, hauling grill all over the place. Pay people to come set it up, and you just come and be the showman. Yeah?
That's the key. That's the level you're at, and that's the key, right? Well, so Sunday is the home opener, week 1 of the regular season. Fans are also calling it the farewell season because of the new stadium. Mm-hmm. What do you think Sunday is going to look like? Abigail, you'll be there, I know.
Yes. In insanity, I think I'm going to cry. Yeah. I'm definitely going to cry. I'm so excited for this. Like, it's our last regular season home opener game at the Ralph, basically. Mm-hmm. So I'm going to have a lot of emotions, but I'm going to be feral. Like, I'm so excited to be running around. I'm going to be we have Chef Darian and I are doing some stuff together that day. I have I'm hosting the game day hospitality, the game day Buffalo tailgate. So I'm going to be there too. Like, just all over the place, going to be moving a million miles a minute, but I'm absolutely stoked.
Well, I love that you two have this partnership going for Sunday. Can you talk more about that?
Yeah, so I don't know how much I can say, but we're going to say it, right? So partner with Snicker and Josh Allen to do like these game day sauces, these amazing sauces. They send to me and say, what dishes can you put together with these sauces? So we have some fun stuff in store. We're going to have like 3,000 people at our tent for samples to see what we have in store. So Abigail is going to be there. A bunch of a lot of influencers going to be there, spreading the word of this greatness we got going on.
Love it.
It'll be fun. I think it's going to be an awesome time, especially just with the collaboration with Snickers and Josh, and like now it's like Snickers is Buffalo now, so it's really exciting.
Let's go.
Yeah, I know.
What lot will you be in? Do you know that yet?
I'm not sure yet. They sent me 2 locations where we might be. So I'll get more detail. I got a meeting with them later on to see where we're going to be at. So it's going to be a good time.
Love
Let
Hope we don't have to
everyone know.
walk too much. Though.
I know.
Hope there's parking too for us.
I got boots that day.
I
always
always
wear
need comfortable shoes.
Yeah, I always wear fancy boots, and I'm gonna have to put some inserts.
Yeah.
On
Or maybe
Sunday.
wear the
back
sneakers
up.
and then put the boots on.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's
game,
sometimes
game
the-
ready.
Yeah.
Just piles of things.
Dima, what does Sunday look like for you?
Oh my goodness. It's a night game. Have to work the next day. So definitely not going to be part of the 7 a.m. train that people do, even if it's a night game, but definitely going to tailgate, going to check out their tailgate for a little bit. And it's truly just trying to figure out where we're going to go, what food we're going to bring, who we're going to bring. Honestly, when it comes to the tailgates in my friend group, a lot of the stuff is very last minute. So, just going to really enjoy, kind of like Abigail mentioned, there's just so much anticipation for the start of the season. I know that this is how the case is every single year, but it's the last at the stadium. And I know that the new one is getting built so close to it, but there's still just, people want to do these traditions that they've done every year. Maybe it's kind of like a final hurrah and they start new traditions with the new stadium. So I feel like it's just going to be a lot of anticipation and leading up and drinking a lot of water beforehand as well.
Water. Remember
So-
that.
Yes.
Water.
Yeah, just
Water.
a lot of excitement.
Cheers to that.
Cheers. Drinking our water. And I think with a lot of the lots, especially some of the legacy lots, we don't really know what the future of some of those lots. Like obviously with the construction, some of the lots, like the mud lot, went away. But even with Hammer's lot, you don't really know what the future of that lot's going to be. So could this be the last year for the Hammer's lot and ketchup and mustard and bowling ball shots?
I even want to put that out into the universe.
I know.
But that's what it is. A lot of people just don't know right now, like what's going to happen, because the new lot or the new stadium is going to get built. People are going to start going there after this season, but they still have to tear down the old one. Who knows like what that timeline is going to be, you know?
Right. So yeah, not encouraging any debauchery, but it might be your last time. So tailgate rituals. Now, grilling, I know, Chef Darian, you've been featured in national commercials grilling outside.
Yeah.
What is the key to a proper tailgate when you're, partying, but also trying to cook?
The key for me is staying organized, right?
Mm-hmm.
Because you have all these people to feed, plus people just walking in and go, oh, Chef is over there, let's go eat his food.
Yeah.
People that wasn't expecting going to pull up. So just stay organized and have a solid group of people around you to make this happen.
Yeah.
That's always my number one key, get the strongest people. Because if we're going, because we're going to make timeline for this and just make it happen.
What about a novice tailgater? So like in some of the smaller lots. So like if Dima and I want to try to, be chefs and grill a little bit, like what are the key things that we need to have? Do you do like a charcoal grill? Do we do a little?
People love charcoal because of the flavor.
Yeah.
But to be honest with you, they're a pain.
Yeah.
Because you got to keep feeding that thing charcoal, The
Yeah.
gas grill now, as long as the gas is on, we're going, So execution is a big thing. Be prepared, have a bunch of stuff prepared at a time, and also have the right tools and equipment to make it happen.
Yes.
A flat top is great too. You can put anything on the flat top. Burgers, hot dogs,
Yeah.
burnt ends, whatever, which we're going to be serving burnt ends at the tailgate on Sunday. So
I'm
look for
crashing
that.
this. By the way.
we need to go there.
Yeah, I think I have another setup, but I can leave that.
Yeah.
I mean, sorry to anybody that's coming to my tailgate, but I might have to branch off for a minute.
Just go take a really long bathroom break.
Yeah, I'll just say, okay. I mean, I'm going to be there all day anyway.
Yeah, you're
what time
fine.
is everybody getting there?
So we got to be set up by 4:30.
Okay.
It's kind of early, right? What?
I was
No?
thinking
Okay.
around 4 because
Okay.
when you think about it, if the game starts at kickoffs at 8:20, people are going to start walking around 7:45, 7:50.
Okay.
That gives you around like 3 to 4 hours to tailgate. I think that's a healthy amount of time,
Okay.
in my opinion.
Well, I was told that I have to be at my lot at noon.
Oh.
So
Yeah.
I
Well-
think things are going to start.
People are going to get there even before. I swear.
People will be there at 6.
People will be
In the
there.
morning?
100%.
I
Yeah.
know. I can guarantee people will start like parking RVs and trailers the
I've
night
seen
before.
that
And
before.
then people that I know, I mean, maybe not as often for night games, but for the 1:00 games, people are there and sleeping there the night before, so they can be up at 6 to 7 in the morning.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've seen it a few times. I'm like, wait a minute, are people tailgating already? They're sleeping in their tent, they're cooking already. Because I'm dropping meal prep to all these players off, you know what I mean? I'm like, wait a minute, it's busy over here already.
Bills
You think the
fans?
game is today? But
They,
yeah,
don't
mess around.
They don't mess around. This is why we're nationally known for our
They want to
tailgating and our
secure
fan
that
bases.
spot
Yeah,
and be comfortable. Yeah.
I love it. Couldn't be me, but I love it.
It's a day. It's a day. In case you're just joining us, you're listening to Group Chat. I'm your host, Bentley, here with Abigail Lee, Dima Maddah, and Chef Darian Bryan. And yeah, we're talking all things tailgate right now because we're getting ready for the home opener on Sunday, and energy is it's buzzing. I mean, I think, Hard Knocks happened and everybody's just in this mood.
Yes.
What are some of the traditions that you think, that need to all carry over from the old stadium to the new stadium to this stadium? You have to have Mr. Brightside.
That's what I was going to say, Mr. Brightside.
I must say, like, we still got to jump to them tables. Though.
Always.
100%.
But is there a safer way, or you would just like that, just drum to the table and break something? I don't know.
So we were talking about this
I
before.
would love to do it, but I got too much going on.
No.
You can't. Your arms and hands are money, so you need those
Yeah.
insured.
And my shoulders, too.
So this is what I've heard. I have to disclaimer, I am not a professional. I don't about any of this, but I think the big mistake that people were making and getting very hurt was if you set up a table, those folding tables, there's the brace in the middle that you put on. Like if you're actually going to jump through it, you need to like unhook that
Yes.
so the
Oh.
table
It needs
actually
Yes, exactly.
bends instead of staying flat, because that's when you get hurt. But I also think now that the mud lot is not a thing, that's where a lot of the table breaking and jumping was
Yeah.
happening, because there were so many like of the school buses and buses in
Yeah.
there. So people,
Yeah.
I can just see it happening. Somebody was standing on top of a bus and thought, oh, I should jump through that table.
Yeah. I feel like
Why not?
also on
not?
mud versus on like a cement concrete is
Yeah.
if you're rolling off, it's a little softer on
Yeah.
mud and grass.
Yeah.
But no, I agree. You need to like pre-break it. Also, how you fall into it, you can't go head first, and you also can't just like belly flop onto it. You need to like really break it with something else before
She
your entire
sound like
body
a pro.
goes
She
through.
been jumping through them tables. I'm gonna come to YouTube videos to see over this.
You act like you know a little bit about this. Well,
Plead the
and
fifth.
I know that in Hammer's lot, he has banned table jumping. I mean, you can't even bring a funnel in his lot, which is funny because that's where the bowling ball
That's-
shots
yeah.
happen. So, and then as far as the in-stadium experience, and what makes you know that you're at a Bills game when you're at the game? What is different amongst other fandoms?
For me, it's just the energy. Like the first time in the arena, I'm like, listen, this is nothing like being in the box, right? When you're in the box, it's like you're just watching it through a glass, right?
Yep.
But when you're in there, the energy, the vibe, like you just feel like, yeah, this is where I belong.
Yeah.
But when it's freezing cold, I don't want to be out there, man. I was in a box watching it, but when it's warmer season, I'm out there. Because most of the times I have to go to their house and cook after. So sometimes I'm not going to be in and out, because, after the game, I have to go to these guys' house and cook. So,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Was that an adjustment for you because you were born in Jamaica?
Born and raised. Yeah.
So then you came to
Seeing
the tundra.
snow, I'm like, ooh, what is this? I always tell people my story. I have an option to choose either San Diego or Buffalo. My mom was in San Diego. My sister was living here. I'm like, there's no snow in San Diego, and I experienced something different. And let me tell you, after the first 2 years, we can take this snow thing back, man. It's no joke. I ride bicycle for 2 years, and it's like socks wet, shoes wet, freezing. I'm like, I stayed here. I've been here for 13 years now, so I guess I love it.
I think you're embedded into the culture. I don't think you would be able to leave easily.
For real.
There might
love
be
and
riots.
support these folks show is amazing, man. So
We
it's
were
my
just
home.
talking about before. I don't know if it's maybe because I pay attention to the Bills more than anything, but we get a lot of return players. They'll leave, they'll go, and then we just re-signed Gabe Davis, Poyer. Something about Buffalo, even not just
Trey
players,
Davis.
but but people who even move away from Buffalo, something about the city just draws you back.
Yeah.
It's great.
Abigail, in your world, what do you think you're going to see in the landscape in the stands in fashion? Because I feel like fashion is definitely involved. You've contributed to that. You and Dima have both contributed to that. So what do you think that's going to look like?
I'm just really excited for this year. I think that a lot of women and men, but especially women, are just getting more comfortable with like going to a game. You can wear your Zubaz pants and your Josh Allen jersey, or you can dress up and it's okay. Like, I feel like in the past, 4 or 5 years, I'd wear a more excessive outfit to a game. I'll have little booties on and I'll have some crazy bling or something on. And I would kind of get some looks. And I feel like over the last like year or two now that I've kind of showed girls, like, if you want to, like, the lace jersey, you can wear a cool lace jersey with some cool slacks and like some cute booties on. You can wear whatever you want, whatever is going to make you feel good, especially while you're celebrating and watching your favorite sports team. I want everyone just to wear whatever. So I think this year, especially with it being the farewell season and with some of the things that we're going to be coming out with later in the year, women and men are just going to be able to express themselves more with their fashion and it's all about the football team, no one needs to be looking like, oh, she looks really dressed up. Yeah, well, she looks great and she's going to go watch the Bills win and go beat the Chiefs. So it doesn't even matter.
Exactly.
You know what I mean?
100%.
I like how you're putting that out into the universe.
It's funny you
too.
said that because when I go to the game, I don't wear much Bills stuff. I wear like you see.
But you look good.
I wear a suit.
Good.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like a few times, but the last when we play the Chief, we play. I wear like a Louis Vuitton, Gucci suit. Whatever it
I
is.
remember.
And it's just it's same color as the Bills color. We got the blue, the red, and the white. You know what I mean? But it's still, same vibe going on.
Yeah.
But it doesn't say Bills on it. You know what I mean? It's just like
It's your touch.
my touch to it. People are like, why are you so dressed up? Where's your Bills stuff? I'm like, it's just me. You know what I mean? Yeah.
I feel like fashion's evolved so much, especially in the sports world, especially with women specifically, because before we'd be going to sports games and unless you're wearing a specific jersey, you're not going to be accepted. But now I feel like it's evolved so much with your business, making it more inclusive to get women more comfortable. But now other companies are taking note with, women-owned businesses, with the WAGs, doing their own clothing lines and customizing to fit with them. Women and just people, not just women, but everyone in general are just feeling way more comfortable expressing themselves with what they want to wear. And businesses are taking note, like specifically New Era. We're releasing in the next couple weeks, our fall winter collection. And we have so many like women specific silhouettes with apparel and hats. So people can feel more comfortable because girls want to feel cute with what they wear. They want to support their teams, but they want to be cute.
Yeah. Well, we are going to really dive into fashion. Before that, we're going to let Chef Darian shine a little bit and we're going to talk a little bit more, dive into food. But food and culture and fashion all end up intertwining. So that's all going to happen coming up after the break. So don't go away. Up next on Group Chat on BTPM NPR. We'll be right back. Thanks for joining us again on Group Chat. I'm your host, Bentley, and I am joined by Abigail Lee, owner and creator of the fashion brand By Abigail Lee, specializing in Buffalo apparel. Dima Maddah, senior manager of marketing at New Era Cap, also a partner on the New Era Josh Allen campaign. And Chef Darian Bryan, owner of Bratts Hill and the Plating Society, private chef for the Bills, and has been featured on the Food Network with lots more happening. So I'm honored to be here with you all because just your take on everything, the excitement around the home opener. I don't know that if it's matched with anything else. I mean, I think we wait all year for this. We were just talking about, we were talking about the stadium and what we're going to see on Sunday. We talked a little bit about fashion. And we're going to talk more about fashion in the next segment. But what about superstitions? So with all the new fashion coming out, I mean, do you still have the socks or do you still have to wear that same jersey? How does that work? Are we not superstitious in this room?
I honestly, for me, it's season to season.
Yeah.
So like last year I had one shirt that I would like this little crop that I would always wear. And if we were winning with it, then I'll keep wearing it. If we lost, I'm like, all right, I got a new one that I got to put on. So it's like game to game for me.
Yeah.
I like hold my breath. I'm only superstitious like during the game.
Yeah.
Like I'll be like, okay, if I can hold my breath for 20 seconds during this whole entire play, they're going to score a touchdown. So I'm like, and I literally like, I'm really weird with like, in the stadium.
During the
like I don't,
game.
I always obviously will wear one of my pieces of clothes because I was like, oh, it's going to be lucky.
Yeah.
But I have customers of mine who have like old vintage pieces that I do the reworking where I do, stars and bling and just you give it a new life. I had some women last year wear it for like 9 games and they wouldn't wash it. And I'm like, okay. They're like, I'm in it today. I'm like, you look great. Oh my gosh. But
Darian is judging us.
I'm not. It's just like, wow. Whew.
Yeah.
9 days. But for me, it's like if Josh booked me for a dinner and they win, he booked me again. You know what I mean? So it's one of those things. You don't really change. If he did this and they win, he's going to continue doing it until something changes to something else. Other than that, I don't really have much.
So wait. So you're superstitious also around Josh.
Yes. So I'm like, we're being okay. I'm going to be there this week. Oh, man, we'll lose that game. He's going somewhere else.
Do you have to make the same meal every time too, or do you switch up the
he's
food?
He loves steak.
Yeah.
So always some type of steak dish. Particular freezer full of Wagyu steak.
Yeah.
And it's just like, text him or call him out, yo, what do you want to eat tonight? He's like, some stew meat or something. I'll pull it out the freezer for me. When I come out, I'll cook it. So he just pull out whatever I need, like, 2 days before or whatever, so he can thaw out and I'll make it happen.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think one of the things that makes him so just effective. Okay, this is off the playing field. Obviously, he's very effective on the playing field.
Yeah.
But even as a person and in marketing, he's just seems so genuine and it come across that way.
Yes.
I'm not. I mean, you know him very.
He used to wash
closely.
dishes with me. Like when we finish, I'm like, go sit down. He's like, no, I want to wash dishes. And he's just washing the dishes here with me. I'm like, cool, wash dishes then. We're washing dishes together.
Like truly one of those people. I know that people have like parasocial ideas of like how someone is just because they follow them, they watch them play, but genuinely the kindest human being ever, no matter who you are, how close you are, if you're a stranger. Just also so naturally funny. It's absolutely insane. Like, how can you be so good at everything you do and just be naturally funny off the cuff?
Well,
it's wild.
It's funny because I was actually going to ask you about that because you had a major role in the Billustration campaign. So basically Josh Allen working at New Era.
Yeah.
So you were involved in the shoots. You were in one of the videos. I did see you there sitting at the table. And I felt like that was very real.
A lot of the scenes were all obviously with any marketing campaign, you have like an outline and you have certain things that are scripted, but a majority we would do like a bunch of takes, and a lot of the stuff that we ended up keeping in was all just improv, was all like off the cuff of him just like doing whatever takes he wanted to do.
Really?
Yeah.
I wondered that because I was like, either he's a really good actor or he is just doing this.
That's just who he is as a person. Like even between when we would capture behind the scenes social content, he would just be making jokes left and right. He's just a very naturally easygoing person. He is. They say never meet your heroes, but everyone needs to meet Josh Allen because of just who he is as a person. He's great.
That's great.
He's really great.
How did the idea come about for this campaign?
Yeah. So we have been partnered with him just as an athlete since he got drafted. And we've kind of renewed his we would have a contract with him over a certain number of years. And then his contract was up last year. We knew we wanted to keep him. He's such a staple in Buffalo. He loves Buffalo so much too. He wants to be a part of the community. And so we wanted to keep him, but we know as your career grows, contracts change with it. So we wanted him. He also wanted to have a bigger role within the company as well with New Era. So when we announced the partnership with him, he's not just, one of our partner ambassadors. He's also has equity with the company as well. So it just kind of solidifies him within the Buffalo community even more. So
cool.
So he's just really does. Yeah. It shows his faith in Buffalo and New Era and then us and him, because we know that this is a long-term thing with him.
Can you explain the idea? I know you have the hat here behind the illustration.
Yeah, so we were trying to we know that he's just a fun person, and so we didn't want to just do partnership with New Era. So we partnered with an agency that kind of helped us concept how can we kind of bring his partnership and the announcement to life. And so we came up with, we knew that, I don't know the official name. I call it specifically the potato cap, because when he drew the logo, the Bills logo, it looks like a potato. So,
I see what
yeah.
you're saying.
So, explain this logo.
So this logo, this was years ago. I think a lot of players do. They try to draw their team's logo from memory. So when he did it, he drew this. And so this just went viral, and it was unofficially on some Bills gear. But when we got the partnership with him, partnership with the Bills, with the teams, New Era got the rights to actually put this on an official cap. So this was kind of the whole concept behind that story that we did. So as you can see, we released a bunch of the videos. We have another couple clips that are releasing later this week as well. Or, this week has already been released. So with this one, it's like drawn on his office in New Era. It's on the cap that he's wearing within all the videos as well. So a really, really cool thing that I love on top of this, and being like the director of illustration, he is very close and partnered with Oshai as well. So what we did to partner with him was we took a bunch of these caps and we partnered with some children at Oshai, and they drew all over the caps. And so what he's going to be doing is he's going to be wearing each one of those through the tunnel into the game for all the home games this year. He's going to be wearing it, and then that specific hat that the kid drew and he's wearing is going to be auctioned off with Oshai, and all the proceeds are going to go to Oshai.
Oh,
I didn't know I was going to be so emotional during this group chat.
That's pretty
So
dope.
that's just
I like
another way that he's, just connected to the community, and how he can give back, we can give back, we can just partner in a bigger way beyond just New Era and Josh Allen.
Which is a big thing about this team that I love, is the way they give back. Darian, do you think that in some way you might have inspired this drawing, since it looks like a potato?
I never even see a potato until she said something about, oh my goodness, it does look it. When you have the potato for too long and you start growing those little things out of it, that's what it looks like. Yeah. That's pretty dope though.
That's so funny.
But,
yeah.
And Abigail, I feel like, you do... you encounter the players as well, and you do something very special for their loved ones, and you make them feel comfortable and make them feel special. What is your creative process in that, and what is important to you when you are designing for people involved with the team?
Yeah, I just honestly just whatever vision that they have. I was just making, I mostly make pieces for a lot of the wives and girlfriends, but I had one of the wives reach out the other day, and she wanted to get her husband we just wanted to make a custom sweatshirt. It had nothing to do with, any Bills things, but we did like a camo thing on black, and we did Bible verses and like all these things all over. So I, back and forth texting with her, and we're designing those pieces. And then with all the other girls, they'll kind of just send me an idea, and I'm like, okay, what about this? And they're like, perfect. So we have a few, probably I've sent out about 8 outfits to a few of the different women for this week. So I don't know if they're going to be wearing them this week or in the next coming weeks, but it's cool. I love being able to make pieces for them. Obviously getting to make a piece for Haley, that was really, it was just special. I feel like I get to be a little in a part of their life too. So
and there's a trust involved in that, on all of your levels. These people trust you, and that's earned, that's, so it's something you should be very proud of, because there is a lot that is involved in Bill's fandom. And, you know, the Bills Mafia tag was a thing that, I mean, it started with Zell Reed, right, at 26 shirts. And it's kind of, you know, it had a thing for a minute where it was all involved with, you know, table smashing, but it has become such almost like a philanthropic thing. You know what I mean? With, you know, fans donating to charities and, you know, and then, you know, even all of these marketing campaigns and these genuine players. So what does the Bills Mafia brand mean now?
I mean, it comes back to Buffalo, the city of good neighbors, you know? So, I mean, going back to the philanthropic, I'm remembering when the Bengals player, you know, got us into the playoffs and kicked that field goal and everyone donated to his charity. It's just, it's bigger than football, you know, at this point.
Yeah. So. And is it a lifestyle?
Yes.
It's not Abigail's
It's not a phase, it's a lifestyle.
It's a lifestyle. If you're in it, you're in it. Like it's all day, every day. I mean, for me, I'm just no, Bills Mafia is a complete lifestyle. 100%. Sorry, I just got really passionate.
No, I appreciate that. That's what it is.
Yeah.
But I do love that Dima brought a little emo into that. So
I'm always going to bring emo back into it.
Were you, did you see the reel, was it from Hard Knocks where they were singing Panic at the Disco?
Yes. Oh my gosh. As if we couldn't love them anymore. I was like, this is my people.
Well, and you know, are those the things that make these players so likable? You know, I have a Deion Dawkins jersey on, and I feel like we did an event at PBS here. It was a year after the mass shooting at Tops, and we did a thing where we had kids come in and perform, and he came in and read stories to the kids. And from that point on, I just saw him in a completely different light. Not that I always saw him in a good light, but I just saw him in a different way. And from then on, the more I was involved with him and his charities, he is just such a class act. And there's so many players that are like that on the team. Yeah.
Deion is solid. He's something else. I was just talking to him the other day. I'm trying to find a chef to do like an in-home thing for him.
Yeah.
Because most of the guys, when they come to town, they hit me up to find either me to cook for them or find a chef to do work full-time. So I'm trying to find a guy for him full-time right now. He's something else. That boy is so funny, man.
Yeah. Is he? He seems very funny.
Always got something going on.
Yeah. Always. Yeah.
Well, I got a little nervous with the racing during Hard Knocks.
You know, he texts me all the time. Yo, I can't. He's like, let me take you for a ride in this thing. I'm like, I don't know if I can do it. My wife would never allow me to go in that car. But his kids was in the front seat. I'm like, yo. I was showing my wife, I'm like, listen, kids are in the front seat. That means I can do it too. Yeah.
You're a car guy though, aren't you?
I'm a big car guy, but it's just like not that kind of stuff. You know what I mean? Nice, classy
There's
stuff.
levels.
Cruising. Yeah. I like to go fast too, but you know, big trucks, you know, but it's like,
Maybe in a straight line instead of
I never done anything like that before.
Lot.
I do a little stuff here and there in the parking lot. But you know, not as intense as that, no.
Yeah. It does seem very safe. And he did do an interview after that where he said, you know, he's fine. Because everybody was worried that is that in your contract that you can't do stuff like that? But apparently it's all good. And, you know, he always says his number one priority is to protect Josh Allen. So
there you go.
What do these relationships mean to fans and to you all?
You know, for like the fans want to see that these guys love and care about this community, right? Because Buffalonians, they love Buffalo. They love the culture, you know what I mean? And for these guys not being from here and come here and adapt, it means a lot to them, you know, to see that these strangers like me coming here and just like adapting Buffalo as my home, you know?
Yeah.
It means a lot.
And they welcomed
Yes,
you.
they do. Open arms. Come on in.
They treat you like a celebrity.
Oh, he is.
I just cook, man. You know, I just cook, you know, change life through food. That's what I do.
Yeah.
That's the way to Buffalonians' hearts.
I was just going to say that's like number one love
And
language.
we be connecting with the football too. It's a food and football, you know what I mean?
It's the perfect little.
Yeah, fall into a nice little trap there.
Well, you chose Buffalo at a good time because now you're on the trajectory because especially with, all the primetime games and Buffalo in the NFL world is now being more positioned as, an exciting fan base telling stories. Obviously, Hard Knocks was a big thing. So how do you think, does that contrast to past reputations or do you see it as growth?
I think it adds, I don't know. I feel like we've always, regardless of how the team's performing, that loyal fan base is always going to be there. They're always going to have the grit. The people are always going to go to the games, especially with football. And I feel like now there's just more eyes on the team,
Exactly.
Yeah.
I would say the last 6 years, people been like, the Bills is doing great.
Yeah.
What's going on over there? Is it the food? Is it what's going on? So I was getting all these interviews all the time, right? What changed? Because I was started cooking for them at the same time when Diggs was here. I was Diggs' personal chef. I was cooking for most of the guys.
Yeah.
And they're like, yo, what is it? What's in the food? Why they're performing so well? I'm like, I wish I had something to do with this. We're just great now, you know what I mean? Yeah.
What is it like to see the Bills in a national pop culture realm? Abigail, you're a little involved in that in terms of fashion.
It's just so different because I'm just still not used to it. Like even seeing commercials on TV, you would see, it would be a flash of a Patriots player and a Tom Brady or the Buccaneers or like any other team or Kansas City, and it was never the Bills. And now you just see it so organically on NFL Network, like it's Josh right there instead of it being Patrick Mahomes and things like that. So it's so cool because you just see it so much more and you're like, that's my team. And just like now we just have eyes on it and it's just everyone's looking. I don't want it to jinx us. Because there's so much going on and we're getting so much attention. Yeah. But that has nothing to ever do with the fan base. The fan base is still going to be loyal through and through. And I think we're on track for a really good year.
Yeah.
And I think they've managed it well. I have to say, I know this is going to be unpopular opinion, but I appreciate how Josh and Haley have kept their relationship private. Now, I know there's other NFL couples that have been a little more out there, and that's fine. And I know the new engagement with the Taylor Kelsey engagement. But that was the path that they chose. And obviously they're going to get attention. Everybody was, Josh is Buffalo's MVP. So they want to see him happy. So they want to celebrate, his wedding and things like that. But I do appreciate how they have handled that.
Yeah. I agree.
Even though I don't like when I see people taking pictures of them when they're at restaurants.
Know.
Can we stop that, please,
and
Buffalo?
it's not the best photos, too.
No.
Maybe eating a steak and looking like crazy. I'm like, yo, wait until you put the steak down. You know what I mean? Then you take the photo.
Well, and can we just act like we belong here? Like people can go out to dinner and we can't act so shocked to see somebody famous.
Yeah.
I'm excited to know that
people.
If you want them to keep going out to these restaurants, you need to treat them like normal people so they continue to be a part of the community.
Yes. Yes. Because I do like to see them in Buffalo.
Yeah, with Poyer, when he came in on the next day, I called him. I'm like, come have dinner with me at my restaurant. He came down and I didn't tell nobody he's coming. I just show up, you know what I mean? People just taking their phone up, snapping a little picture. I'm like, yo.
Be normal.
Let the guy eat his ramen or whatever he got going on.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But,
Well, because in larger cities or in other cities, it's common to see people out to dinner. And yes, it does happen, but you don't see people freaking out as much. Yeah. And you need to be comfortable in your surroundings. And I know that obviously they live out in Orchard Park and they're closer to the stadium, but I do like when they come to Buffalo. Yeah. So it's don't chase them away.
Exactly. Yeah.
Come downtown. We need it. Because for example, Diggs and Gabe and those guys, the first time they come downtown, when I invite them to a Played in Society, and always drag them out of Orchard Park, listen, come have a free dinner with me at my restaurant, or let's do a private dinner at the Played in Society. He's like, yo, what's down here, man? This is downtown Buffalo. This is what downtown look like. You know what I mean? Mackenzie, when he was here, James, all those guys, just dragged them down here.
Yeah. I remember just being at a bar and Dion coming in and playing darts, and I'm like, this is like what you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
just eating some wings, you know, and it's. And the great thing was that people were just like leaving them alone. So I'm like, yeah, can we just all like
Buffalo's just small. We don't have that much excitement. Like the
Yeah.
Bills is our excitement.
Yeah.
So I think I understand when people get, all crazy over it.
Yeah.
Businesses are everything here, man.
Yeah.
Like, for example, when I'm in like Miami, I would link up with Dion and one of those guys who go out for dinner or whatever. And nobody even even look or trying to say, they're just like normal people in those places, you know what I mean? But Buffalo, no. We have a conversation too, is like you love Buffalo because the love and support these people show here is just unmatched.
Mm-hmm.
These guys, they kind of need that too. They're like, they want to know that they feel like, very special, you know?
Yeah.
They
I
need
get
that
it.
love and that support. Well, you in Miami, nobody care about you. Just, okay,
that's-
it's a big guy, whatever. Probably play football, you know what I mean? It's a different lifestyle.
Yeah. Well, that's interesting too. So maybe they do feel appreciated if people come up to
Absolutely.
them. Okay.
I've talked to a bunch of them. Even, reporters and stuff like that who like was here and they get moved to Miami or whatever. Nobody know them that much there, you know what I mean? Or people, because most vacation people around, people don't really know much of what's happening around. But when they're in Buffalo, if they go into a restaurant, the reservation is made for them. They get special treatment.
Yeah.
Nobody's doing that in Miami. You come in, you pay what you have to pay, and you're out the door. You know what I mean?
There's no backdoor access.
Yeah.
I like that version. Thank you for, telling us that, because I mean, I like to show them love because I love them.
Yeah.
But
They love it too. Let me tell you.
all right. Well, when we come back from the break, we'll talk food. We'll actually talk food and, maybe showing love through food and football and the culture and more about fashion. Group chat on BTPM NPR. We'll be right back. Welcome back to Group Chat. I'm your host, Bentley, here with my guests, Abigail Lee, owner and creator of the fashion brand By Abigail Lee, specializing in Buffalo apparel. Dima Maddah, senior manager of marketing at New Era Cap, also partnered in the New Era Josh Allen campaign. And Chef Darian Bryan, owner of Bratts Hill and the Plating Society, private chef for the Bills, and has been featured on the Food Network, among various other things. So we were talking about fashion, the new campaign, the Cold Front uniforms.
Mm-hmm.
Can we talk about that?
The rivalries?
Yes.
They're cool.
Clean. I love
They're
it.
very clean. So Rivalries is a new initiative from the NFL where the teams that are participating in it, they're only wearing those uniforms for that specific game, that partnership. So for us specifically, our rivalry is it's the Sunday night game on October 5th versus the Patriots. So Bills will be wearing that. We are going to have, we have like a hat that's going to be matching that people can get as well. All of that doesn't go live until the 10th of September, so next Wednesday. But those are, I love an alternate, and I love just a really like icy jersey.
Yeah.
I don't love the idea of it getting cold, but I do love just how like sleek it is.
Oh yeah, and it does make you feel cold when you look at it.
Yeah.
But it's like a good cold.
I know. We thrive in that. That's why I didn't want to, build the dome on the new stadium, because like the elements, and I understand, everyone has their opinions, but truly like in Buffalo, the elements can play in our favor.
Yeah.
So. Yeah.
Yes. Okay. Like, and the marketing is pretty badass.
Yeah,
so
it's very cool.
I mean, it makes us look very tough.
Mm-hmm.
I love it. Very cool.
We are very tough.
We
are.
Buffalo, baby.
I know. So, what are your? We talked a little bit about personal style when it comes to your particular fashion. I just want to hear your go-to outfits. How do we get to know you a little bit better? Besides what you're wearing right now, Abigail.
This is just like t-shirt and my camo pants. I always think that's fun. I mean, I don't know. It depends on the weather. I obviously always want to wear something that I've made for the home opener. I'm going to be wearing lace, but they just released that they are doing the all blue. So I'm going to do all blue.
Oh, I got the red one.
I know you can still wear it. You're gonna look amazing.
All right.
So I'm gonna do the all blue. But I mean, every game's just different. Like I have a fur coat collaboration coming up because I just love like a big
That's cool.
blue, huge fur coat. I wore one a few times last year, and people are like, "Where is this from?" And I'm like, "Okay, I got
Oh yeah, I think I was one of those people.
yeah." And then just like snowsuits and just, I think I just love, especially with this being the farewell season, the inspiration from vintage styles from before. That's what I'm really trying to focus like my stuff on this year. Anything new that I create, I want to just have that almost feel like a vintage. Especially with the stadium going, you know, I want to create pieces that people are gonna want to wear for years, and then, you know, in 20 years, that's gonna be a vintage piece one day. So I think just pulling inspiration from vintage wear is gonna be my huge thing this year, and then just bringing like feminine touches, like lace. Football and lace, you would never think goes together. And I mean, the lace jerseys are our best seller of the season. So that's kind of where my style is going to come from this year. Feminine, vintage, juicy, you know?
I like those 3 words.
I love it.
Darian, will you have to do an outfit change because you're going to be tailgating and cooking? Will you change before you go into the stadium? I feel like you probably have multiple outfits.
Yeah, so
He's like, oh yeah.
And what hat will you wear?
you know what? Yeah, I'm gonna have to change a few times because, you know, set up clothes are all different clothes from cooking uniform, you know, then we gotta go to the game after. So we're gonna make sure we have enough time to freshen up and look clean again. But I'm always at the game. Most of the times I'm cooking, you know what I mean? Like either in the suite somewhere. So when it comes on to fashion, I don't really have a big closet of like Bill's stuff. I wear whatever my heart is telling me that day. Okay, we're playing these guys. Okay, I'm gonna go out in this color, you know what I mean? Or the same Bill's vibe going on, but it's not, you know, Bill's printed all over it.
Yeah.
I'm just a little different, you know?
Do you have your hat picked out?
I do.
Okay.
I do.
What color
I
is it?
got a lot of
I
hats.
was gonna say, you're gonna change the hat too, or just do the one throughout the day?
I'm gonna change the hat.
Yeah.
I got all red hats. I think I'm gonna roll with that one.
Yeah.
All right.
I'll probably send it to you so you can style it for me. How about that?
There you go. Another
Maybe we can do a collab.
There
too.
we
I'm
go.
just like, we can make custom, you know, fedora, like, you know, the crown the same, but like a baseball brim. I don't know. We can create something.
This is why I love Buffalo, because this is how these things happen, you know? What about you, Dima?
For me, the first thing I do is I check the weather. Is it going to rain? Is it going to be cold? Is it going to be hot? And then truly for me, it's going to be a game time decision each day. That's what it is. Usually for me, I try to pick like what the one central statement piece is going to be, whether it's a hat, a jacket, like Zuba pants, or just like sweats or something. And then I just kind of like build around that.
Yeah, it's always weather focused, and I appreciate Abigail for making cute cold weather options.
I want one of those fur jackets.
My
God.
Wait, I'm so excited.
I love
I
a
have
fur.
a
It's going to be
snowsuit.
so fun.
Yeah.
Yeah, and the snowsuits, we're doing 3 different snowsuits this year, plus, oh my gosh. Because that's when we, you know, it's hard to look cute. And, you know, for September, all the girls always have their little cutie shirts on and all this stuff and their cute boots. But then when it is negative 5 degrees out and you
just like
You're
big jacket.
I feel like they still wear the same thing though. Like
really?
I'll be like, yo, you're not freezing to death right now. Like I'll be looking at some of these people like, yo, where's your clothes? But that's just the mafia. They go
we're
out.
going to be warm and comfortable, but look cute this year.
Yes.
Yeah, that's ideal.
Yes.
Or you spend all this money on like jerseys and sweatshirts and custom pieces, but then it's cold, so you just have to throw like a plain blue like snowsuit on, and you're like, wait, I'm not even showing my Bills love.
Yeah.
So, you know, it's come a long way from putting your jersey on over your coat. So,
100%.
So with all of this and the fashion, what is the new era approach for the season?
For the fashion. So like I mentioned before, we have our cold sidelines, the official sidelines collection. It's kind of in 2 different drops where there's hot weather collection where all of the technology for this year, we really focused on performance. So whether you're an athlete or you're just someone watching the game, you're still in those same elements when you're watching the games in the stadium. So when it's hot, it's like breathable, materials. When it's cold, it's like really warm, like dog ear type of collection as well. So cold weather, we have a whole nother collection that's coming out end of this month. That's still part of the official Sidelines campaign. But like I mentioned, the fall winter that collection that comes out within the next couple weeks, a lot of it is, functional, but it's also fashionable as well. So just trying to really listen to what consumers want and just try to give them that while also just being like fashionable and cute.
Yeah. And how did Abigail, it's so exciting since you were last on, the Tops collaboration has happened.
Yeah.
How did that come about? And what does that mean to you, especially being from this area?
Yeah. So Tops reached out a couple months ago, and we kind of threw together the first partnership and dropping in 28 stores. And then a weekend, everything was sold out. Everything was gone from almost.
I didn't hear about this one.
Yeah.
Tell me more. What's this all about?
Yeah. So I just recently partnered up with Tops, and we were selling in 28 stores. And after the first week, everything was gone, and we were like, okay. And so they said, okay. The woman called me. She goes, okay, I want you to record yourself when you open up this next email. And I'm like, okay, like what's going on? So I opened it up, and it was to 62 stores now in all.
Gotta get working.
I know, all over Western New York. It's in Rochester, Syracuse, Central New York, down into Pennsylvania. I mean, it's everywhere. So right after this, I will be rushing I have a new warehouse location. I had to buy a whole new warehouse where we have thousands and thousands of pieces coming in. So I'm tagging all of those, getting them distributed. I'll be doing distribution to all 62 of the Top stores. So it's been like the coolest thing ever. And we're going to be having some other really fun announcements with them soon. We're going to be partnering and doing exclusive just in Tops designs. So like 2 designs a month. You could just find them in Tops. Obviously all my online stuff, but these will be, got to go to Tops Friendly Market.
That's
so
awesome.
yeah,
Congrats
it's been
to that. That's beautiful.
It's been like
awesome.
the coolest
so
thing ever.
exciting.
Yeah.
Yes.
When are you sleeping?
I actually do get 8 hours every single
Wow.
night. I get 8 hours every single night.
Good.
For you.
But it is from the moment I go to bed until I sleep, and the moment I wake up, I'm working. So it's okay. You just got to do this now, and then hopefully one day we'll, have a contract with the NFL. I don't know. I'm gonna keep going. I want to
big,
Yeah,
man.
I know. But I always tell everybody I'd love to make clothes for, all of the NFL teams. That's my dream one day.
It's gonna happen.
It can
Except-
absolutely happen.
Except the Kansas City Chiefs. I will not.
That would be.
I won't make the clothes for them. Sorry.
So-
I can't. I just can't. It's not right.
You let us know when that contract happens, because I want to see you writing that into your contract that I will do all
Yeah.
Oh my gosh,
teams.
that's so funny.
And Darian, you are not just a chef, you are a fashion icon in Buffalo. So it's it's a no-brainer that we tie in food and fashion in this episode, especially to do with Bill's Mafia and Bill's culture. And we did talk about you possibly having an outfit change. So how did you get connected with the personal chef stuff for the Bills? I know I did a private dinner with you at the Plating Society, and I am just saying, I still dream about that steak. I'm always asking friends, I'm like, we need another excuse to do a private dinner. When are we doing it? Because
Let's get together and just do something.
yeah, I'm just like, I need that in my life, like all the time. And you made a joke saying, I apologize for the portions. I'm used to cooking for linebackers. And I think about that all the time. So how did this come about? What was your journey? And why do they keep asking you to come back?
Well, so remember Vontae Davis?
Yeah.
Remember Vontae retired at halftime? Yeah. So he was the first guy I ever cooked for.
Yeah.
And he started posting my food on social media. He's like, this kid is cooking me all these healthy, delicious food. So people started following along. So when he retired, he went back to Miami. People said he quit, but he said he retired, What do you think? So I meet all these players from doing these events in Miami. So they start flying to wherever they live now to the events for them too. So that's how I become his NFL chef. Then I, started cooking meal prep for the guys, back here in Buffalo. I mean, Diggs came to town. Remember Stefan Diggs? Yeah, of course we do. So when he came to town, he texted me on Instagram, asked me to be a chef. At first, I told him no because I know there's so much work that goes into it. I just didn't have the time to do it. And he pretty much say, you know, how much it's going to be for you to say yes. I'm like, okay, I'm going to give him a price. He's going to say no. But I gave him the price. He said, that's cool. I'm like, oh, man. I didn't know much about the guy, but, the guy got bread to pay. Yeah. And I started doing it. I'm glad I did that because it opened so much door for me. You know, I met Josh through him, Gabe Davis, all those guys come for dinner every night because I was there every night. It was over COVID too, so we couldn't go nowhere.
Yeah.
And all these guys just get together every night. And then I started cooking for those guys too in home. And it just started from the one guy, Vontae, which unfortunately passed away, was it last year or 2 years ago? Vontae Davis, yeah. It's crazy.
Well, and before that, what was your training? Because you came here from Jamaica.
Mm-hmm.
You went to culinary school, but there was a like a trajectory of this. There was a path.
Yeah. So my first job was working at Denny's.
Okay, I needed to. Yes.
Yeah.
Really?
Denny's in Delaware. My very first cooking job. And they teach me so much about American food. I never seen pancake a day in my life. I never seen bacon. We don't have country fried steak where I grew up, you know what I mean? I grew up on this little hill called Bratts Hill, so that's where the name for the restaurant come from. No electric nor any water. And we used to go to the river every day to get water, crocodile chasing us. It's wild, right? And I came here and I got a job at Denny's and they teach me so much, breakfast, lunch, and dinner, right? Then I went to ECC for culinary arts, started my own cuisine called the Caribbean cuisine. I used to go back and teach every semester. People love that. Then I'm like, I need to know the management side of what I do. So I went to Buff State for hospitality management, the business side of stuff.
Yeah.
And they teach me all about the legal stuff and all this stuff you need to know to run your own business. Work at Hutch's for 4 years. Then I opened a restaurant, Prima Cafe in Hamburg. That's where I met Vontae Davis. Work at Fisher Price too.
Oh, really?
Oh, wow.
The toy company.
Yeah.
I wasn't making toys. I'm not that talented. You know?
Okay.
I cook. I was cooking for them. I was a general manager and executive chef for them. I was loving that job.
Yeah.
And COVID shut it down.
Oh, yeah.
There's
Because
like
nobody could.
no weekends. It's like Monday through Friday,
Yeah.
7 a.m. to 2 p.m. I'm like, this is amazing.
Oh, wow. That was only 5 years ago then.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Wow, you are.
And I
You
just
lived 100 lives.
That's a lot.
I swear.
Then I start my own thing because COVID shut Fisher
Yeah.
Price down and I started my own private chef. Yeah.
And then you brought fashion into all of this because
Fashion,
now,
yeah.
what was that step?
Well, Jamaican background is we're all about fashion dressing. I got 5 sisters. They're always dressing me up when I was a little boy, right? But when I used to go to Diggs' house all the time, I used to wear like regular jacket, chef jacket. And he used to come over and pick on me saying cheap, just like picking on my shirt saying cheap. I'm like, I need to step my game up a little bit, you know what I mean? So I find a guy, Adrian Jules, to custom make my uniforms for me. I'm like, so he can't really like picking up. It's not like a regular chef jacket, you know what I mean? It's just like, it's a tailcoat.
Yeah.
It's a chef jacket at the same time. I'm like, so when he saw them, he was like, oh, okay, I see you. So from that, the appearance is everything for me, you know what I mean? Like, people see you, they're like, why is this guy so different? They want to get to know you. That's business. So I always stay clean from my Jamaican background and straight to the kitchen, you know what I mean?
I love that.
An icon in many ways.
Mm-hmm.
So I thank you all for talking about your individual roles in this mafia culture because I feel like I have 3 people in this room that are shaping that in 2025, and have shaped it and continue to. And it really is a lifestyle and it's a bond because even when we all kind of came into the same room together when we got here, I mean, I know you're familiar with each other, but there were all these connections that everybody was talking about.
Exactly.
So I think that's really one of the beautiful things about Bill's culture is how it really does bring people together. Whether it's singing Mr. Brightside and Dima getting to,
It's my favorite.
get excited about Panic at the Disco or Abigail getting me to wear a lace jersey.
I love it.
And Darian having me obsessed with food. Can you just remind us, it might possibly be open to the public, but what is going on Sunday? that you can talk about, Darian, or anything that you have coming up that you would like to talk about?
So Sunday we got this big tailgate for Snickers. So, they reach out to me saying they're partnering with Josh Allen. They want me to be the chef to release these new sauces that they have. So I have to come up with dishes to go with these sauces. So we have 3 sauces, 3 dishes, and it's open to the public. They can come, but you gotta sign some type of paper because you're gonna be on camera, you know what I mean? So we don't want you to come sue us later on. Oh, my face wasn't supposed to be on that.
Yeah.
If you're in this area, you might be on camera. So come out, support, let's have some fun. Come support your home team and enjoy these sauces. Abigail is going to be a big part of that too. I've got a bunch of influencers coming.
Yeah.
It's going to be a good time.
So make sure you look fresh, because if you're going to be around these influencers, and you might be on camera.
You're going to have to make me something special for this.
I know. I'm thinking. The wheels are already turning. We'll do something.
What does Sunday look like for you, Abigail?
It's my 30th birthday on Saturday.
Oh my
Wow.
God. Darn it, 30.
Birthday.
So I'm getting surprised with going out of town for Friday and Saturday. So I have no idea where I'm getting taken. And then I will be home 11 a.m. Sunday. So 11 a.m. Sunday, I got hair and makeup coming. I said today, this is a first. It's the first game of the season. I said I'm doing it up. I want to feel fancy and fresh and all good. So I'm gonna get my makeup done, and then I will be shooting. I'll shoot content at my house for a couple hours. Try to get some good reels and TikToks ready to go. Then I will be heading to the Snickers tailgate, doing all that fun stuff, and then I'll go over to Game Day Buffalo's tailgate and just enjoy every moment, probably just cry all my makeup off that I paid to get done.
It's okay.
Yeah.
It's okay.
And then get into the game and watch us beat the Ravens. What else, Yeah.
Dima.
Say, not to that extent. Going to do my own hair and makeup.
I'm thinking now I want to go all out.
I know. Honestly,
Why not?
truly, I'm now I'm really going to think about my outfit, because I do want to go big.
Yeah.
Go big and go to the home opener.
See?
There you go.
Duh.
I'm just full of these. Just figured definitely going to stop by your guys' tailgate for sure. And then just bop around, and then again watch the Bills beat the Ravens. 100%.
Yes. All right. Well, I will see you at all the tailgates and at the game, and I appreciate you all being here. I can't wait to have you on again, and I am going to come and crash the Snickers tailgate. So just so you know, that wraps up today's episode of Group Chat. For now, if you want to continue the conversation, make sure you follow us on Instagram at BTPM. That stands for Buffalo Toronto Public Media, NPR. Also, check us out on the video podcast on Buffalo Toronto Public Media's YouTube channel. I'd like to thank my guests, Abigail Lee, Dima Maddah, Chef Darian Bryan, and thank you for being here with us today. I'm your host, Bentley. Have a great weekend, and thanks for listening. Go Bills.
Go Bills.
Go.